So our owners are complaining how much they're paying and that they're losing money running the A League. And we know roughly their player wages, it actually came out, it's 4.8 million Australian dollars per club. And we know that their income, their revenue is about 10 million per club. Recently in the UK, there's been changes to the fair play system where they're trying to cap what fraction of revenue gets spent on player wages. And I was surprised to see that as 90% was the initial cap, which implies that people are paying even more than that. If we had promotion relegation, that the wages would roughly double. The owners right now are crying poor. How is this economically viable to have that much money spent on player wages?
Well, one thing to remember about owners is they always say they can't afford. I mean, there's never an owner says, "Oh yes, I'm flush with cash. Let me spend some." That's not the way it works, right? Um, so here's the thing. So professional sport is different from most other businesses. So, for example, if I start a business making cardboard boxes, I'm going to need to make money out of that. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be pretty dull. The only return as an owner I get out of that is making money. And that's true for most businesses. And that's in fact why we think it's worth preserving the profit motive. Otherwise, people will not necessarily have the incentive to provide very useful things like cardboard boxes. Owning a football team or a sports team or a sports franchise is different. If you talk to somebody who owned a cardboard box factory, got very rich, and then bought a sports team, they'll tell you that they were really shocked by the sudden change in their lives because suddenly people are interested in you. They're interested in what you're doing for the club. And if you win, you become an absolute hero. People adore you and start chanting your name. And you find that celebrities want to come see you. Again, you don't find many celebrities saying, "Oh, I really want to spend time with cardboard box manufacturers." But they do want to go to the games. When you buy a team, when you own a team, there are really two dimensions to your investment, to what you get back. One is financial, but the other is this what economists call amenity value, which is sort of the glory, the satisfaction, the reputation, the publicity that you get from being the owner of the team. And that is hugely valuable. And what we see in the world is even in the US where the franchises make money because they don't have promotion relegation, even when they make money, the valuation of these franchises is way in excess of the profits that they generate. The valuations are not they're not being treated like ordinary businesses. And that's because there's a long line of billionaires out there waiting to say, "I'll take the team off your hands if you don't want it."